Alright guys, welcome indeed back to our PoE playthrough. So we did a bunch of trading where I had to message some people over here for some of the items, and it just took a lot longer than necessary, so that's why I do these trades off of our little full walkthrough and playthrough. So we acquired a few items. This one we got for an alchemy. This one we got for chromatic, and this one was an alteration, and then another chromatic. So very, very cheap items. Chromatics are the ones, I'm going to move my cam out of the way. So chromatics are these ones. You'll probably acquire these as you'll just get those items that are like 3-colored link, like this one over here. And then you're going to be able to go ahead and yeah, just trade whatever you want for the specific items. So these are some little lower level items that I really like to go ahead and have in the very beginning. I should have picked this up a long time ago. It's super cheap. I got this for 2 alterations, which again, these are super cheap. You'll probably have these as well. This one was an alchemy, and this was like a chromatic as well. So all these items are very cheap. If you want the names of them, there it is. The only reason why I want this is because the attack speed. So these can roll up to, if you hold Alt, you can see that it rolls up to 15% cast speed and 15% attack speed. All I care about is the attack speed, and also the movement speed is nice too, but it's just, that one will always grant you 5%. This item over here, I just literally searched, and I'll show you exactly how to search for it. This one over here just adds fire damage, and it adds some accuracy, some fire resistance. It's just kind of better than what we have right now. And then we have Prism Weave, which adds a bunch of different elemental damage, and then it'll add some resistances. It can roll up to 8% elemental resistance, which is the only stat that I'm really looking forward to, but the rest of those numbers, it's just like 1 or 2 in between. It's really not that big of a deal if you get a low or a high one. I mean, if you can get 8 resistance, it's better, but it's not a big deal. It just is better than like this, for example, right now. But anyways, yeah, that's what I acquired. But I want to show you how to search for non-uniques. So I already showed you before how to search for like a unique item. You just type in the name, and then if you want to buy it for a certain like price, that's what you put in. Some items, they might not pop up for your price if you're not giving enough. But over here, I want to show you how I search for my boots, because I was just looking for any boots that had movement speed. So what I did is I went to the type, and I typed in boots over here. And then I wanted to only spend 1 orb of alchemy. And so I went ahead and made sure that it was not going to be over my level, which was 33, or is 33 right now. I hit search, and then I went ahead and just found out what, oh, I actually typed in this too. So we go to mods, and then we type in movement, speed, and then we go ahead and hit search. And then it'll only show up things that have movement speed. And then I'm going to click on total increased movement speed. It'll find me the item that has the most increased movement speed. Sometimes these don't update. Like this is the exact pair of boots that I have, which kind of sucks because sometimes you whisper someone, they're like, dude, it's sorry, it's sold. The API has not updated. This is more relevant when you use POE.trade versus using the official trade website, but I like this interface a lot more. You can use whatever website you want, like I mentioned before. It's just that I personally prefer this one. But yeah, you could still get whatever one that looks good. Ideally, I want as much movement speed as possible. Then the next stat I would be looking for is any free extra resistance, and then life. And then if it has like extra colors that I might want, that could be okay too. So these boots were actually really good, especially for the price. So I'm going to go ahead and now use these and then put on the helmet. And then another thing I wanted to do, because if we don't, we look like a bald Santa Claus. I'm going to throw on some of my skins. Again, this doesn't affect the gameplay at all. In fact, most of these I got for free, as I don't really spend money in this game with the skins unless I see something really, really cool. Like this one I got a really long time ago. It's a really cool looking armor. But they do give you free skins every single year, so, and they're random what you get. And I believe this one was from like a New Year event that if you just logged in, you got it. I didn't even know I had it, which was awesome. But yeah, this way my character doesn't look like a bald Santa Claus for the moment. So anyways, last time I left off, we just finished the trial. So we're going to go back into Act 3, and we're going to do what's called the Ascendancy, and we are going to go ahead and ascend, which will be awesome. Oh, we can also equip this amulet, so we get more damage. Another thing that I did get over here, which was this essence over here. And in this, for jewelry, we get lightning damage added to attacks. And I'm going to go ahead and see if we can roll off something else, like, as these rings aren't super important right now. In fact, I could probably trade for some better ones, but I wouldn't mind getting the extra resistance. So whatever one doesn't grant me as much stats here, like this one over here, we get 3 to 7 fire damage. I'll actually take that one over this one, because this one also grants us life. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here and see what we get. We get extra damage and more lightning resistance and life on kill. Okay, so that'll be a little bit better. And I'll save this one. If I don't get another ideally I want fire and lightning resist right now because my cold resist are a little bit low. Well, they were until we got this granted us extra fire res, this is granted 8 resistance, and then this one over here also granted us fire and lightning. Is like, it was just too good. Like now my resistances are pretty good, and we'll be a-okay. So let's go ahead and hop in and do the Trial of Ascendancy. Now these, just as a heads up, you cannot portal at all. If you fail once, that's it. But it's just part of the process with this game. But anyways, I'm going to move this, and we are ready to go in. This seems like a complex game. It is, for sure. Now, every one of these you can do for free. They don't cost anything. The last one will. But if you fail it, it's no biggie. And unless it's the last one, then it matters. But we'll worry about that and mention it when it happens. So the first one's very easy. There's this little map here. Oops, well, that's actually at the front, but I'll show you what the map is. So most of these, you can go to a website that will have like the map layout. I think we can skip over that. Let's see. But there's a website, you can just Google like POE lab map, but I'm going to do it like normally. And we will be fighting a boss that deals physical damage. So actually, since I don't really have, do I have physical resistance? Not too much. We'll just hope that we dodge. We have a 40% chance to dodge. I'm serious when I say I just hope we dodge it. Because he hits pretty hard. I should probably show off the map system here, as it's really important. So, there's no, like, hold on, let me kill this conversion. So, it kind of gives you a direction of where you need to go. The very first one is super, super easy, and it's like a really straightforward, but they get complex, and you'll actually have to click on this to kind of determine where you need to go, but it's really easy for the first one. It's like always just go ahead and go straight up from the start. But yes, to answer your question, you know, this league just recently started 2 days ago. Oh, actually, one thing that's pretty decent, if you're having trouble with this, is summoning skeletons. I'll actually do that if I fail it. But you basically want to not get hit by his giant slam. You be very careful with his slam. It does lots of damage. Like he will definitely potentially one-shot. So when he starts making some sounds, just be a little more cautious. You can take it slow. You don't have to take it fast. I'm gonna kill this guy here.
My mana is spent.
Sorry, he probably was on fire. And so we eliminated the first phase. There's 3 phases to him every single time. But there's a lot of paths. You can even farm this, although I wouldn't recommend farming the very first lab. That would be not really efficient for your time. I'd be kind of cautious on clicking on these strong boxes too. But like my resistances are so good. The only thing that's really bad right now, honestly, is our armor. It's like really bad. But I wanted to go fast with the brisk rep, so that's you know, it's a give and take. I probably should have also clicked on the map at the very beginning, but we'll worry about that later. So you can click on the map and kind of see where you are. So you are here, and we are going to the next area. And I'll go ahead and check out the next area and see if it's correct or not. So we're here. We can go right here to the next area if I just go ahead and go back. It'll be faster if I just go look for the other exit. Do you have a potion? No. It's a mana. So I don't really need 3 movement speeds on this. Like I said, take these slow. I know I'm doing it really fast, but do as I say, not as I do, because I've played this game so many dang times. Like, there are lots of traps in here, and you can instantly just get wrecked very fast if you don't pay attention. Sometimes it's more efficient just to go on the other path, but it's kind of like, how lucky did you get with your RNG? It's not like you have to speedrun this either. There's no benefit of doing this faster. Yeah, watch out for these. This one, Vitality, yeah, definitely upgrade that one. So we got another Aspirant's Trial. The trials are where you get to actually fight him. And if you have something that has lots of like physical defense, I'd recommend you can equip it. But in our instance, I mean, I probably should. It'd probably make more sense. So go ahead and swap this. What does this give us? Vitality. I mean, like I said, I really should do this. This way we have a better chance at actually surviving. So we have at least some more damage reduction. We lose out on some attack speed, move speed, but like, I just don't want to do this over again if I can. But he, like I said, hits really hard anyways. If you mouse over, it'll tell you exactly what the little statue does. You could probably use one of these manas. But yeah, when he starts making some sounds, it's better just to kind of be a little more cautious. It's the best thing to do. Oh, we got a nice little unique. Also, if we die, we don't get the item. Like, cause it's just, we just get kicked. So yeah, do not die on this. Important. And then we'll ascend, which will make our characters a lot more powerful, and it's kind of basically a secondary class, or it's kind of more a specialization, if you will. I guess is the better way to put it. And you will actually be doing this several different times. You get 2 points, and you will be doing it 4 times, which will be a total of 8 points. I should have also looked at the map, but yeah, again, on the first one, it's usually relatively straightforward. This is one of these where, let's see, it's still locked. I might have to hit all the switches. This will grant us a key. I'll do it for the first one, because I've already basically cleared out this area. Is the door open yet? I think these switches just affect the, it's fine, I'll just, oh, you know what this one is? You have to stand in this circle. Oh, that's so long. You have to stand in the circle and make this go all the way to the end if you want to get an extra key. It can be worth it if you want to farm it, but I'm just not going to. But that's the mechanic and how to get over to that one. Anyways, I'm going to use the map over here. So this one should be like up into, it could be straight. There's like 2 different areas that we will go to. Just the fire one, or which one's this one? Oh, that's another one. I hate these ones, to be honest. But again, just take it slow. My best suggestion. Alright, so let's see. This one, either way, we're not going to be finding the boss yet. So we'll see where this one leads us. So, I mean, at this point, going from here to here, it would be bad, because then we'd have to go from here to there. But there is, like, these keys, and there's other things. There's secret passageways, too. But I won't overwhelm you guys with too much in, like, the very first one that we do. But it's a cool mechanic. I actually think it's really fun. We also have a skill point that I should probably put in, but I'm going to be a little cautious here. I'm going to grab the Skeleton Shrine. Be awesome. Oh, that was close. That was close. Probably too close for my liking, to be honest. That's why I say go slow. Unfortunately, having the skeletons is probably are already going to be gone. Here we go. Now we're getting... Well, I guess you guys get to see like a chest over here anyways. Sometimes they can give you good stuff. I get a much better mana flask at least. Oh, this is actually good. Oh, wait, we have to identify the item. Do I even have scrolls? I got one. I'll identify this. This is actually an okay item for like leveling up in the very beginning. Obviously, we're kind of past like that point, especially since we can't really make use out of it for this build. But there are extra keys to obtain at the very end. You'll see what the chest opens up to. They're actually like usually like okay. So it's not like that bad to get the chest, but it's just at the very beginning your chances of getting something good are a little bit more slim. As like the item level is just going to be a lot lower. Alright. So we have another skill point. Let's go and put that in. I probably just want to actually go for life. Because like I said, I just want to do this over. You know, that's only a small amount. Any amount can prevent like the one shot. Hey, I'll take it right now. Heck, I even swapped, remember I swapped this armor specifically because of that. Actually, I should have actually upgraded it. This is kind of a stupid idea, but... I wanted to see if we can roll something good on the armor. And I unequipped it mid-fight. But, like, it's okay. I got this. So, yeah, once he starts making some sounds, good idea to kind of move out of the way, maybe pop a potion preemptively. We're going to go and cast our, like, flammability on him. Dodged it. I just say like whenever he makes sounds because it's the easiest. Like you can watch and like kind of learn the pattern, but the easiest way, especially for beginners, is just wait for the sounds. Don't die by these guys either. Don't die by anything else. You don't want to fail it. You've already finished it. So we'll get a treasure key, but you can acquire more treasure keys if you do. Like I said, if I was to guide that little thing all the way through, it just takes a long time. It's not worth it for me. I don't really think it's worth it in the very beginning, but you see all these treasure chests. Which one has what? It's random. We got a fuser. That's good. We got a Crusader helmet, which will grant us the chromatic orb, which is what I use to trade. But now we get to ascend. Unfortunately, we have no more keys. But there's another thing. There's called a font, and you'll be able to enchant a pair of gloves to add a random enchantment. This will change the level requirement, but like because I don't plan to trade these, sometimes you might not want to do this because if you want to use the gloves for like leveling up. I mean, the thing that you get, well, let's see what we get with it. So we have trigger Word of Blades. The easiest way to find out what that does is just go Google it. It's, I mean, I should probably show you guys this. Word of Blades POE. Usually don't just activate some like small little damage thing. So here is what it will look like. So I'm going to go ahead and move my cam out of the way. So I think they'll show like a skill effect over here. So blades just come out and let's see how much. So it deals 79 to 126 physical damage. It changed 3 times and has a cooldown of 5 seconds and it tells you everything about it. So that's basically what we just had obtained as an enchantment. Now you can only have one enchantment. You can roll the enchantment again on it to get something else. Maybe you want it to be fire or whatever the case may be. But yeah, there's definitely reasons to go ahead and re-roll those if you don't like what's on there. The only one that really matters, honestly, is the helmet one, but they're... you literally have like a 1 in like, I don't know, a few hundred chance of getting what you want. But like the helmet one is actually like really, really big for... Most of the builds will add like X amount of damage when something or using this skill. But anyways, now we can finally ascend over here. I'm not sure. What the heck is this text? Okay, so you'll see that you can select one of 3 of these. You only get 1 of them. You can change it later, but it's very expensive, so I would say try to choose the one that you want. Now, I believe this is supposed to be Inquisitor. It'll probably show off later. But the reason why I want this one is specifically Inevitable Judgment. So it says critical strikes ignore enemy monsters' elemental resistance, and non-critical strikes penetrate 10% of enemy elemental resistances. We'll only be able to get 2 points into it, so I'm going to be getting this one right now. So we'll go ahead and ascend over here. Again, that's supposed to be a bug. So I'm not even sure why it does that, but yeah. Anyways, once you're finished with this, you're going to go back, and it'll tell you once you go, well, okay, that's something, I guess, that is also new. It usually says, hey, yo, if you go here, you're not going to be able to go back, but yeah, it's okay. We already finished with it anyways. But yeah, so in terms of the first few points, I want to basically rush this, but I want to see if there's anything else that I wanted. I literally only wanted to play this class because of this, but sometimes you can get something else first. That's not bad. Nearby enemies just take more damage than you deal. Oh, they deal less damage. So you deal more damage and they deal less damage to you. Elemental damage, of course. This one also relies on, I guess, consecrated ground. I believe this is Inquisitor. Let me like double check on this. Okay, so if we go to the Ascendancies, yeah, it is called the Inquisitor. Yes, I was correct on it. But the text was just bugged out. I don't know what happened. You download this game on PS4. You don't know how to play it perfect. Well, if you start off on part 1 of our guide budget, you'll be able to go ahead and figure out kind of how this game works. It's complex. You need someone to hold your hand, to be honest, with this game, like all the way through. That's why when there's a new league, people make guide videos, but they don't start off from like the very, very beginnings, and they can be kind of confusing. But anyways. So to get this, we obviously have to go here, right? But I'm going to see if there's anything else that's really worth it. Extra spell. Oh, we get 20% attack speed if we attacked recently. That's pretty good. We get extra damage if we cast a spell recently. So we can kind of utilize maybe that flame wall, and then we get the bonus damage. And then we get increased cast speed if we've attacked too. So that's kind of nice to go ahead and have. I'll probably end up getting this one. I'll probably just skip out on these ones, the consecrated ground. We do get to get some regen over here, but I really want to focus in on damage, and I'll be teleporting around, not really holding still. But yeah, I'm probably just going to go ahead and go to this one first. So this will make it so we have 100% increased critical strike chance against enemies that are affected by no elemental ailments. So that'd be like burning, freeze, or shock. And then we also have plus critical strike multipliers against enemies that are affected by elemental ailments. Okay. So you get a decent amount of crit strike chance, and then on top of that, you have a multiplier. So that would be kind of nice to have. So our base crit chance is going to be over here with this skill. We have our crit chance of 5.65, but we have 100% of that, so that'll be kind of nice. So it's not 100% chance to crit, it's just whatever our weapon is based off of. So it'll be a little bit nicer. You can see our base weapon is 5.65, and if we have 100% chance, that would be a little bit, what's that? It'll be, can I even like show off the, I don't, yeah, okay. I won't confuse you guys too much. Like I said, it's not 100%, it's 100% based off of the current like weapon. So basically, if you're to add, it'd be easier if I had an item. You know what, I'll get an item and I'll kind of like show you the values, because this one I don't think is going to be accurate when I hit like accept. It won't like add that to it. And it'll be, yeah, like I said, I'll get an item that has some type of crit, and I'll show you how it works. Anyways, let me go ahead and get rid of these items. We could probably get a better piece of armor. This one's kind of like meh. In fact, we can actually, if we happen to have, do I want to roll this? I mean, it's not like that bad. It has 4 sockets, and they're all linked. But I could probably get something better off of like trading something else. And this is like okay for the movement speed. I'll just keep it for now. Anyways, onwards with Act 4 finally. Now that we have ascended, we got that extra crit chance, and then crit damage. And then we also, in between, there's like these smaller nodes. Like this one gives us extra critical strike multiplier. So that's like crit damage. And then we have extra elemental damage. We'll get crit later, as I don't really want to scale it in the very beginning.
I am sorry, God. We must learn not to abuse your creations.
So yeah. Actually, want to move this over here. Okay, there we go. We good now. Oh, we did we not grab the shrine? So yeah, when you crit with like fire damage, you'll set them on fire. But it's usually for me right now, it's just for the path to get the other thing. And we only really need to get about 50% crit to be like really efficient, as we will get something called a Diamond Flask that will roll our attack twice. It doesn't necessarily double crit, but you have 2 hits to roll. It rolls your crit twice, basically. It's the best way to, like, I guess, put it. I mean, arguably, like, you can say maybe it's double, but, like, to be technically correct, it's not. You just have a double chance of whatever your base crit is because you're rolling it twice. This used to be a good spot to farm, too. Oh, that guy does damage.
My mana is spent.
Okay, we got a diamond flask. Hey, we were just talking about that. Let's go ahead and run one. As I feel like we have a decent amount of life regen. And it'll actually add a little bit of damage too. So this is a diamond flask. Let's go ahead. Oh, do we not have a scroll? Okay, there we go. So what it does is it makes our critical strike chance lucky. They should actually explain that. I think that's one thing that would be kind of nice. Actually, yeah, I don't really need that anymore. Get out of the way. I want this for the chromatic orb. Oh, it's huge though. Okay. I mean, actually, hold on. If I roll this and it's good, I'll keep it. It would have to roll like, if it rolled like plus armor and evasion, and it would be like a decent amount of like bonus, I'd be like, okay, I'll think about it. But it didn't. Oh, there's a hybrid flask too. I didn't show off these, but these will grant us life and mana, which is pretty cool. But they give you a lot less. So we're gonna go to character selection screen. As we'll go ahead and get that Freetown portal. But hello, Voro, how you doing? I'm pretty much just going to be playing POE today. But hello, Slash, how you doing as well? So now we'll go ahead and advance a little bit more. Oh, you know, I want to do, before I forget, because last time we didn't do it, I want to go ahead and do some more heists. I actually showed off the mechanic before, but I still want to go ahead and do it. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, that's right. I think it should be a zone that you go to. It makes no sense for them to do it this way.
Yes.
Like, you have to open up a portal. That's what, 690? Okay, that's...
See ya.
Okay. So yeah, we'll go ahead and open up a portal. Go right over there. And we'll go ahead and continue. How's it going? It's going good, man. Just enjoying the new Path of Exile game. And we also played some Call of Duty earlier. This is really... They really need to fix that. Because then you have to like reopen up the portal, go back to the town. Oh gosh, that's such a unfortunate thing. So we're going to go ahead and prepare a heist. Do I have one in my inventory? Okay.
Long as I can bring my gadgets.
Okay, perfect. Let's go. So this one's a level 29, so it'll be significantly higher than, I guess, the ones we did before.
Is the best path to success.
Steel the... That thing is huge. I want to kill it. Loyal guard. Okay. It's gonna probably raise their alert level. I just wanted to kill it to see if it was like worth... Oh, Chaos Orb. That's nice. Got 3 faces in the dark. Oh, I should explain what the heck those are. Those are cards. Oh, you know what I just noticed? My Leap Slam says it actually does damage. Oh, got a unique.
It is ours.
It's a lot better than it was before. So does alert level go up over time? I'm actually kind of curious. But yeah, I'm trying not to kill the things, as if you kill them, it makes the thing go up. Oh, this is much better than what we got before. Super worth. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're supposed to go over that. I almost feel like the little things that were... Oh, what the heck is this? Oh, it's gonna disarm the trap. Okay. I'm gonna try not to kill anything. Because I want to get more of these, like, oh, that's weird. I think the AI is also attacking.
Beautiful design.
Wow. That was definitely weird. It's just, I believe, Ashrine. It's not like anything Reinforce. What does this one do? Oh, you have to disarm it. Oh, okay. You're just trying not to kill him. I'm trying not.
They're touching me.
Oh, you have to. Oh. Oh, shoot, the alert level, though. Oh, the new talismans. These are the new. Are these new items? Oh, gosh, the alert level is like super high. Alright. So we can't kill anything else. We just have to go for the objective. I want to open up more of those things. But I guess we should show off the mechanic once you, like, max it out anyways, right? Like, do you just fail it? Or what happens? Do you lose the items?
Sounds good. Does it work?
Yeah, we're literally, like, right there.
Good plan.
I am no beast of burden.
Ah, it's fine. We probably won't be able to make use out of that. Seal the target item before the lockdown? Oh, so you have a timer. Okay, we're getting an item, getting an item, getting an item. Hopefully the item is tiny. Oh shoot, the item is too big. Okay, hold on. How big is this item? Is it a 4? Oh gosh. I just wish they didn't make the item like so large. Oh, it's fine. Now, I'm also curious, since this is the first time I've seen the timer go all the way up. Does it make it harder? I'll drop this one. Actually, not bad to have. I don't know. We'll see. See if the other items are actually worth picking up. Okay, cool. You can still do them. All right. I would rather complete the thing first and then maybe go for the other ones after. Maybe it makes it more deadly. I don't know. It looks like he's doing some giant Kamehameha wave, so I'll be a little cautious on that.
I am no beast of London.
I'll take the Orb Chance over that. Oh, we were apparently still over here. Oh my. Rubber banded. Holy. Full on that. That's fine. Can you not open it? Oh, okay, never mind. They all get sealed. That's unfortunate. Alright, well that made it like a lot more worth it. Oh, wait, you get XP now? Because before we were 100. Oh!
This guy, does it work?
You drop all the items! I didn't know that. I wouldn't have gotten that greedy. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and check out what else we have here. We have level 6. Level 27. I want to do another one. That was actually really good. Unfortunately, the thing that I really wanted was the Chaos Orb. That other than that, like losing everything else, like I really didn't care. Like the Ash Wren, it's like whatever. But that's part of Path of Exile. That's what makes people excited to watch is when you die. That's what makes people happy. Like that's just how it is. When any streamer dies, the chat goes crazy, and that's usually how people have fun. But anyways, let's go ahead and try another one over here. And we'll go ahead and...
You need muscle.
Whoops.
Nothing's getting.
So I wonder if there's a different, like, guy that you can pick for, like, the same type of a job, if they'll do it differently, and kind of the mechanic of it. But we'll go ahead and continue here.
I bought an old mate.
Oh, this is kind of like the same one?
Her name's Talina.
Pleasure to meet you.
She might not look like much.
Oh, that's right. I'm not gonna raise the thing.
Consider it gone.
Is a demo? Oh, so you have to kill the things on some of them. Okay.
You got trouble.
And just like absorb the damage for him. It's a kind of an interesting way to play the game. I'm wondering if oops, like skeletons would be bad. I don't really care about that much. Leather belts aren't bad, but I'm okay for now.
I'll just leave something like that lying around.
Here, I'll start
It
this.
ain't broke.
I have to kill these guys though.
That's why we do this.
Beast, okay. I'll explain what those cards do. We got one last time, but like we ripped, unfortunately.
No. You're gonna be sorry. I'm gonna be sorry.
Did he just die? Oh. How come he didn't open it? Did...
Stop right there.
No witnesses.
This one might take a bit. We'll get there.
Okay. This one's a lot easier than the last one. The last one was kind of hard.
Quick and quiet. I'm getting a better
Oh,
feeling.
I'm supposed to sit behind him or something. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and continue.
I think it'd look better in pieces too.
So after he sets up the explosion, this mechanic's a little bit different. I kind of want to stand in front of it to see if it'll do damage, but like I also don't want to fail it because I already showed you what happens when you fail, and I...
Now take it and get ready to.
Okay. So once you take it, you just run away.
Oh, this works.
Sometimes when it rolls on like the map, you might just get a bad modifier. Oh shoot, I think I just sat in front of that one. It's okay though. I think, well, this one didn't really have anything that great, to be honest, but I'm still gonna like complete it though. It's kind of a cool mechanic actually now. I like it a little bit more now.
Near unbelievable success.
And barely any spiders.
Okay, any spiders?
This is
Do you have to
neither
talk
the
to him?
time nor the place.
I'm Talina. Not Tully, not Lena, not Lynn, not even T. Talina. Got it?
Oh, okay. Anyways, did we get like an item that we're supposed to sell to this guy over here?
What have you got for me? I'll get
So
it
he'll give
ready.
us more of these little coin things.
Happy
Okay.
hunting.
So we can continue doing these. I liked it. The first one was, like I said, that one Chaos Sword would have been really nice because it's just like one item. Heck, we're going to be, with that one Chaos Sword, we'll be buying the sword that is our endgame sword. I mean, it won't have the right sockets, but like literally like one Chaos can get you Aura Sacrifice, which is one of the strongest DPS swords in the game. I just wish that this area that we went to had a... go back to town. Had like you just waypoint right in. Anyways, here, we're doing Act 4, so let's go and continue. It's actually kind of long. Well, this one we practically went through the Trials of Ascendancy first, so that takes a little bit more time. As it's not technically part of the act, but you definitely want to do it. You don't want to skip out on it. Okay. And we're beginning these little things called the Soul Fight, which will be a mechanic that we'll show off later. Oh, I didn't even have my buffs equipped, I guess. Since I died, I had to reactivate them, but no biggie. Oh, it's 34 or 35, okay. What was it? 4 link? Oh, wait. It doesn't have... I want armor and evasion. Energy shield I don't have enough to scale off of. As I didn't really put any points in that. I have some points in the armor. Evasion's just like, okay all around. If your evasion is too low though, you'll just basically end up taking the damage. But you know, you never know with that extra like 1% dodge chance. Where it comes in. Now there are some builds that rely specifically off of evasion only. You still have to have enough health to like take the damage. It's just that you'll be taking a lot less. It's just when you take damage, you're taking a lot more. Versus armor would be mitigating the damage that you take, but you're still technically taking more of the damage.
Corruption eats away at the roots of this mountain.
Can't believe I'm not playing COD, Jin. I mean, we did play it earlier today. It's just... It's not as fast-paced as Black Ops 4, and I prefer my games to be fast. Wait, can I just... Yeah, I was able to jump all across. So if we
No soul should suffer as you have.
Put that soul to rest. We'll get a skill point. Let's go ahead and jump across again. What is this? Colossal Manifest? What is this? 406. So if it has quality, it'll usually increase whatever stat is. What is this one? Through 350? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and equip this one because it's going to be more. Plus, it's blue. Well, I guess this one's blue too. This grants us movement speed, though. What is this one grants? Immune to poison? I usually get immune to poison anyways with what's called the Pantheon, which is something we don't even have access to yet, but I'll show off that mechanic when it is at the time. There's another chromatic. I can grab it. As long as I have the room, I think it's always worth grabbing these. Oh, it's a big, big axe. But later on, you'll stop picking up those things to sell to the vendors. Just every 14 of those equals 1 Chaos Orb. 1 Chaos Orb equals 3 to 4 Orb of Alchemies, which comes down to basically some like small little starter items, like the ones that we had attained.
Thank you very much.
Oh, perfect. That's what we lost last time, the Chaos Orb. That one will get us like a pretty nice little item in the very beginning.
My mana is spent.
Go ahead and get this waypoint. We're gonna talk to Dahlia. We've got to get these 2 items, and then we're gonna get 3 items to get to the next area. After that,
Air here
oh,
burns with wrath.
so we find this fire boss. This guy's kind of cool though. It's kind of a cool fight. I'm just trying to open up this chest. Okay, thank you. Oh, we still can't even open up the chest. Okay, the chest had nothing in it anyways. So that one cast Lightning Storm as soon as it opened up. Leveled up, nice. Hello, Bobby, how you doing? And hello, Marita, how you doing? Sorry, I was just zoning out. Alright, anyways, next thing I want to get is this extra life. And this will also give us +1 to max fire res. So I don't know what our fire res is right now. It should be like maxed out, yeah. Our fire res is 75, but you'll see now it'll go to 76. So it'll increase it by a +1. I forgot what the cap is for it, but like, the more you get, it's actually like insane how much damage you're actually reducing it by. Even though like it's like 1% the amount that you're actually reducing it is just exponentially higher. But yeah, I don't think you can get 100%, if I remember correct. They cap it at some number. No, I don't think we can hop on this one. We're gonna have to go all the way around. I can skip out on that though. We'll get the Jeweler's Orb. I haven't really showed you guys what Jeweler Orbs do. Let me see what this do. It's 13%. I think we already have like a 13. We have a 12. Okay, I'm just gonna throw it down. You can re-roll like the stat on it, but I don't think it's worth re-rolling that. I'm already at max at all resistances. That's pretty good. I mean, we're down 2% on lightning, but it's fine. I'll manage without it. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. The heists are actually worth doing that. I'd say like once you get to level like 25 is just where it seems pretty solid. Another contract, awesome. We'll definitely do all of those. I think those are worth doing for sure. And we'll probably get an upgraded weapon at I think 40. I think. Oh, you know what? I think Terminus S is at 51. But we'll have to start scaling crit pretty soon. I want to scale some, a little bit more survivability, and then we're going to start scaling crit, which is going to be rough to start off with because we'll need to get these gloves. I'm not actually sure how much they'll cost. We'll double check on those, but they'll basically grant us a lot of crit damage. They give us, we'll go from like, I don't know what our crit damage is, probably like 150-ish% to like 300% crit damage. They also give us basically 5, well, depending on our weapon. If our weapon flat is like 10% crit, then it will grant us like 5% crit. But Oral Sacrifice unfortunately has terrible crit chance, which makes this build infinitely harder to manage. But you can maybe go cold and actually do a lot more, which is what the replica unique does. Since this area is what, level 38 and we are 36, I'll kill like things once in a while. At least the elites for sure. We can also start looking for a granite flask. A granite flask will give us 1,000 armor, so basically, if you're having trouble against that boss for the Ascendancy, I would definitely recommend getting a granite flask. It makes the thing like a joke. Ooh, another level up. Oh, we should be getting on that. About like 1k life would be a good start. Alright, so check out any of the other life nodes that I missed out on as I started scaling other things. This is regenerate. This is, I guess that's kind of nice, gives us damage and life. We're just like, there are some that might be hybrids, like they'll increase life plus this one gives us extra strength. So you want to be on the lookout for pathing towards what would give you maybe double of the benefits. Like this one's 5% life and mana, which could be nice as well. This is also just regular flat 5. Usually like the base number is like 5 at least for health, and then like if it has another bonus it might give you less. Like this one gives us only 4%, but it's 3 to all elemental resistances, which in that case would make it a little bit more valuable over here. This removes all of our mana. We get to spend life instead, but we get to get 2 20%, or 2 10%, which would equal 20, which would be nice. You can also get, I don't know if you can get a certain jewel spot. You can skip out on certain things that are like linked. It's with a very specific set of jewels, but it is possible to skip out on certain things and get like the other one. I kind of want this, but it's because it's 10% and 20 life, and on top of that we get to regenerate. It's not that bad. I'm trying to see if there's like a viable path for it. There's 4% attack speed too, and I was really looking forward to attack speed. There is this, but this is for physical, which maybe we can convert something. I don't know. There's a lot of more potential. Oh wait, oh, this is damage for bleeding. This one is what's your physical damage? If we mouse over it, it'll tell us how much physical damage we deal. Where is it? 38 to 58. It's really weak. We're dealing a lot of fire, lightning damage. So getting, what is it? 0.04 physical. Well, it's kind of weak. There is just attack damage. Leech does life. I think it's or just damage leech. There's attack damage leeches mana. There's this one over here. Attack damage leeches life, but it's kind of far away. I might consider going over here because there is also a frenzy charge. which will be more relevant later down the line as we build our character. But there's also this over here, Lava Lash, which is extra damage with fire. It's a lot, but I think we're just going to go and put this one over here, just so I can finish my lightning res, so it's perfect. I can just buy another Onslaught gem if I want to. He usually hits pretty hard, but at this point, since we have all that fire resistance, looking pretty good. Oh, we're full.
Led to damnation, Calm. Find another.
So now we go back. I've had a portal scroll. Okay, cool. I do. Alright, so we'll go back. Actually, we'll go back to and talk to the person, which is Dahlia, over here, and then she'll take our item away so we don't need to hold it, and then we'll go back to town, and I'll get rid of we'll get rid of the access stuff that we have that I just want to trade for chromatics, as right now it's still like okay, as I'd still be considered in this game very poor. Oh, we also didn't actually identify that unique that we got a long time ago. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what it is. It's called Life Sprig, and it's really good in the very beginning because you get extra cast speed, you get spell damage, you get to have increased level of the started spells, and it's also that life regen. It's kind of nice. Basically, 2 of these in the very early game is very awesome to have. It just makes things super breezy as you just like don't die. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in my guild stash. It's not really worth anything, but like we just help each other out. We put some stuff. Oh my gosh, there's like nothing. What the heck is this? Okay. There's really nothing here right now. But usually there's a few like okay things that the guild stash has. But hello, Zerumus. How you doing? What's really good, this game is so awesome. For a free game, I think Path of Exile is easily one of the best free games ever made. Not only is it like a legitimately good game, but like the business model in this game is really, oh my jeez! Got like melted by something. Just picked up a shrine. But like anyways, going back to what I was saying before, I almost like died. Is like in terms of the microtransactions for this game, I would say overall it's pretty good. Like I would say you definitely have to spend at least $5 if you want to take the game seriously, because no currency stash tab, and also if you want to actually sell your items, there are other ways to do it, but it's much easier using what's called a premium stash tab, and it lets you list your items and set your prices. It's just so much better, and it'll cost you a couple dollars too. So like, maybe if you get the things on sale, like it's like a $10 game. But like, I wanted to support them, so I bought like I think I kickstarted this game actually, and then I got like free currency in the game. But I like the company too. The company, I would say, in terms of game companies, I'd probably consider it one of the best. Not sponsor or anything, I've never worked with the company. But the reason why is because I feel like they actually like kind of play their games. Whereas for like a lot of game companies, they don't play their games. If that makes any sense. Like, they just don't know what they're doing. And I'd say for the most part, like, this game is still a little bit too hard for, I'd say, average people. Unless they have someone to walk them through a guide. It's kind of a nightmare to go hop in and try to, like, you know, play. Dude, we are... Ooh, we got a... Where the heck is this last enemy? I can't even see. Got a unique. Let's see what it is. And usually with the uniques, I don't even bother selling things that are super cheap. Like Doomfletch over here is probably like an okay leveling item, and it adds some extra physical damage. But you get a lot of extra damage as a random element. If you want to find out how much something is worth, you can go ahead and just go type in the item's name in like any trade. But keep in mind you have to look at the stats of the item too, because some of the numbers will roll randomly. Your P was complicated? Yeah, I mean, like, this is a skill tree. It's... When people open up for the first time, like, oh my gosh! and like people get scared. With me, I look at that and I'm like, oh, awesome. It's so cool looking. Like, I want my game to be complex. I don't want to be able to figure out my game in like one day and be like, okay, I got this item, increases damage. Like if you play Marvel's Avengers, it's literally, that's what it is. But I understand that's, you know, it's a superhero game. They want like little kids to be able to play it, you know, maybe like, you know, older people to be able to still play that are, you know, grew up with like Spider-Man and stuff like that, which is awesome. But at the same time, I want the option to have complexity. Where do you start? It depends what class you play. So after that skill tree, there are 3 more skill trees that you can choose from. Now these ones are smaller. You only get 8 points in the other tree, which I'll show you. But yeah, like in terms of the game, it's... Ooh! Almost died. It's because we have no actual physical damage mitigation. Our source of physical reduction right now is 9%. Which we will increase after this act. I think we can get through it. The boss, honestly, we're going to probably rip on it a few times. But we'll manage. I mean, honestly, with the campaign, you could just die over and over again. It makes very small progress over time. Is there anything else here? I think this is it. I don't think anything else is opening up. As sometimes there are dead ends with this one. Which is something I hate. Okay. But like some of the doors just don't open up immediately. Okay, let's go. I just want to rush it. So I guess we're okay on levels. The most important thing is you don't want to be too low. Like, for example, this area is 38. I'm level 37. That's totally fine. You can be above. Like, it's not gonna like ruin the gaming experience. It's just that I want to be within a certain amount. Like, if I'm level 50, like if I'm doing, yeah, if I'm level 50, I'm doing this. I'm gonna get like no XP. If that makes any sense. We've got a silver coin somewhere. I don't even know where it's at. I just have my sound so I know exactly when something drops. Oh, there's an armor rack and got nothing. Okay, got another skill point. Like I said, I want life right now. Because life regen. We can also get increased fire damage. That's not bad either. Think about getting this, because at least we get some extra damage. I feel like our damage is actually really strong already. But actually getting this isn't even bad, because that's 5% life and something else. Yeah, I'll get all of these, in fact. Let's grab all of these. And then we're going to try to get some flat life so we can start scaling all that percentage of life later down the line. As a good marker for like average... It says at least 5k. I mean, it could be different on the build that you play, because our damage is still good now. I assume I got that extra fire damage. I was looking at our damage. Like, we good. Yeah, more damage can never really hurt. As long as, like, you're not dying in one hit, you'll be okay.
A game of swords is nothing if you cannot defend.
I like this guy. He's really cool looking. I think we can probably just tank it. Don't stand in the swords, by the way. These do damage. You have to wait for him when he does that.
We give our fallen heroes more glory than they ever earned in life.
Oh, I should probably explain these cards. Okay, so these are called div cards, divination cards, and some of them will require more than others. So like this one requires 1 out of 3. If I get 3 of these, I get to get 40 scrolls of wisdom. So it'll tell you exactly what you'll be getting when you go ahead and complete it. Belly of the Beast is a really cool piece of chest armor. But you have to get all the cards. I have my own stash tab for this specifically. But if you don't happen to have this, you'll just throw them down like wherever. It doesn't really matter where you throw them. But yeah, if you complete the stacks, you'll be able to get something pretty cool. Hello, Bobby. How you doing? But anyways, we also got Doomfletch, which I don't think is really worth anything. I'm just going to throw in here for now because I don't plan to sell it. It's probably not even worth anything, but we'll check later. Let's happen to have this. We might go do that later. But for now, let's see. We have just so much trash. I need to use this as part of a quest item, so I can't get rid of it. I usually like to have portals. Where's so go ahead and throw portals in that right there. So let's see what this does. So we're getting some damage, life, and increased mana regen. What does this one grant us? Physical, fire. I think because it's 30 life. That's like all it really does. This one gives us 34 life. Alright, well I guess this one wins. The cold bonus damage doesn't really matter, right? We technically get cold damage, like this gives us every elemental damage. The new Abyssius will give us all a bunch of elemental damage. But I'm going to see if we have enough resistances to swap this out. No, this would give us a lot less lightning res. I want all of them to be maxed out. I don't think this... Well, this does give us more life. So even though it says it's only plus 29, we're actually getting more. It's because anything that has plus life, it'll scale off of that.
Anything you need, just ask.
So we'll go and get rid of that. And this will keep.
Until next time.
We actually need lightning res. Yeah, we can drop the cold res completely off of this. And we still have enough. So if this was lightning and... Actually it's lightning and literally doesn't matter. We'll probably swap out this, so lightning and cold is what we would want.
Just ask.
If we can find it. Oh, this is what's right. We're not even in the trade menu. So we'll go and just sell this. Just so it's out of the way. Let's grab this extra cold, extra life. Ooh. This isn't actually that bad at all.
Good luck.
Not bad at all. Because we still have all like perfect res, and it grants us a little bit of life and extra 15% elemental damage with attack skills. So that's cool. And then we also have this, but I think I'm okay on everything. Maybe gloves. If we get some like better gloves, like that have just literally better flat stats, I'll just slam that right into it and we'll see what we get. What's the drop rate of good equipment? It's really decent. It's not like Diablo where like it's like super easy to get like every single item. But if you trade, you can get most of the things you want. There are items that are so expensive. One of them is called Headhunter, and I mean people farm for a very long time just to acquire that thing.
This is not creation. This is perversion.
Like there are people that try to sell items for hundreds of dollars on like websites too. I think Headhunters. I want to say like I haven't checked like the drop rates of some of the newer league stuff, but so it's probably like a top 10 item in the game for sure. What it does is when you kill a... Oh my gosh, that thing does so much damage. Oh, we're also getting hit by like bleed. I think one of these flasks removes bleed, so I'm just popping them all in hopes that like it activates it. Yeah, we really need to get a better chest piece because we're just taking too much damage. I'm guessing it's from physical. As elemental, we're good. Or if it's chaos damage too, since we have no chaos res. But it's fine. Usually you don't need a... I think you can get away without chaos res with the exception of Cyrus, which is a boss, and like some of the metamorph stuff, which is another mechanic. These are definitely worth doing. As long as you don't die. That's the thing though, when you take something and you die, I felt so bad when we died. That Belly of the Beast can, that armor, that piece that I mentioned, it could be one of the endgame items for you for sure. Like, it's so good. But you gotta get at 6 link, which makes it very expensive. It gives you a bunch of life, resistances. Awesome armor. I believe it gives you lots of evasion and evasion and armor too. We're getting to the point where we can maybe start looking for some 5 links, some corrupted 5 links for cheap. So we'll get another modifier on our attack now. And I think we can maybe start trying Flicker Strike out. I'll start to try it out, see if we can.
See, heretic, my god takes good care of me.
So how this boss fight works is, don't stand in the giant spinnies, and then when she charges up, don't get hit by that. It's easy to not get hit by this. Once you understand to, like, yeah, don't get hit by it, because it does lots of damage. Oh, I guess I didn't even get hit by it. Oh, but yeah, it does an insane amount of damage. So don't get hit by it. Arklord, thank you so much for the follow, mate. Appreciate it. Ooh.
I may have misjudged that god of yours.
Right, now we're gonna get these organs.
Piety, my god. I am sure you will reveal your purpose in time.
So I have to kill these 3 bosses and get all their organs and combine them. He's gonna burn to death more likely anyways. Oh, he's like 1 HP, there we go. I should have stand right over there. I was like, no, it's fine, he'll die. That's what I get for being too fast. Another essence.
Now you are simply gorgeous.
Watch out for the books. I guess we have a lot of lightning resonance, like whatever.
You are imprisoned by your own vanity, Chevron.
Ooh, it's not too bad. Ooh, a lot of life. I'm thinking about it. What else does it do? 12% fire. Here's lightning. It's not actually that bad of an item. For like low level. Molten Strike, no, this is gonna be Oro's, like the plan at least is replica, flicker, Oro's. I might start off as fire and go cold because apparently that's the replica, but I don't know how many other variants there are for that item. So I will see. I hope there's a physical Oro's, that would be absolutely broken. Like, that'd be super, super good. But I doubt it. But again, as this league is new, I don't know if they've posted or if someone has found out all of the new replica uniques. But the plan is to go Oros. Alright, so for this boss fights mechanic, we want to stand in one of these. This one's going to make it so time passes slowly, so we're real slow. You can be immune to curses, but this one over here makes it so we deal less damage. Oh, this one makes it so we take more physical, but they kind of swap anyways. The one that makes time pass more slowly is fine too. It doesn't really matter. We have the damage anyways. Oh, we're going to go ahead and swap. This one makes so... The purple one's okay. Like, ideally, you just don't want to stand in ones that overlap. Like, you don't want to get hit by all of them. This one makes us take increased physical damage, the red one. And the green one is you deal less damage and have reduced accuracy.
Embrace death, Druid, for your flesh was your undoing.
And now with all these organs, we can make the Megazord.
I am no beast of burden.
I want the chromatic orb. Alright, there we go. Last time you played Jug. I gotcha. But in terms of the new skills, I haven't tried out every single new skill. There is like the Hex with like the Doom mechanic, which I probably won't like, to be honest. There is like a new set of blades that you can get. I should probably look and actually see if I can buy it now at the library. But where's the other life node? We're getting all of these, yeah. Probably could have went a little bit faster so I could keep my little shrine effect, but doesn't really matter. If we die, we'll just hop right back in. We're only at 8% anyways. But there's also like a vortex skill that like sucks everything in. Don't get hit by the tentacles with this guy. I'd say just stand where his back is. Just face his back, and then you'll eventually have to attack Piety over here. But if his tentacles touch you, just ignore it.
Now, Exile!
She gets impaled. That's kind of cool. I'm mad we're going down.
Let us see if you truly understand what it means to be Nightmare.
And we're doing massive amount of damage to him.
I gave one a life. Nightmare gave me.
So I'll have to kill the little tree.
You are being selfish.
There's 3 trees. Get him lower, then he'll go to a tree. Dang, that thing melted so fast. The thing is, when we start scaling AoE damage, that's like basically triple. Well, I don't know if we deal like a huge amount of cold and small cold. Lightning is very RNG for damage. But the new Abyssius is going to be so good. Oh, I cannot wait for that. Oh, whoa. Gosh, he done a lot of damage on that one.
Are you so in love with death?
Got him. Watch him explode.
You fought against death your whole life, Malachi. When it was...
May fear guide.
All right, I'm gonna talk to everybody.
See ya.
Fate awaits you.
So Nico has a new mechanic that will show off at some point. He was at one point like the league mechanic. It's kind of cool. I think a lot of people really liked it. Oh, we're also going to be getting our pet. So we can get multi-strike finally, which is something that will be really awesome and fun to mess around with. What's Fist of War over here? So it's a slam. So, oh, it supports. Slams providing a powerful boost when they're used with the delay before they can be boosted again. Oh, okay. I wonder if that one is a skill that I've never used before. I want to say it is. But yeah, multi-strike is really awesome. I'm going to go ahead and select multi-strike, and I'll show you what it does.
I live.
It strikes multiple times, I guess is the best way to put it. But Tatsuni over here. We'll talk to our homie. And we'll move on to the next act. But yeah, multi-strike is just, it feels really good to have.
Of course. Live.
So now we get another passive point, and we get some more mana reduction, and one step closer to that bonus extra 3% in life. Be nice to have. And we'll move on to the next act. I would talk to Oyun.
Our hopes.
So now we can get Chaos Golem. So each one of these is like a benefit for different builds. So this one gives us 3% physical damage reduction. This one over here will grant us extra accuracy and crit strike chance, which I'll probably end up getting. Flame Golem will give us increased damage. Stone Golem will give us regeneration. I'll probably end up picking up this one or Ice, because Ice is crit. And then we got Lightning one, which will give us attack speed. This one, Karen Golem, is more for minion builds because it grants extra damage to non-golem minions. And then there's Frost Shield, but like I like to have the pet. I think that our damage is good enough right now. I can definitely just get both of them anyways. But for now, ooh, do I have a red? I do have a red, okay. So how the Golem works is you summon him once, and then it will follow you around. I think we go over here, right? Okay, climb, okay. So all you have to do is summon him once, and here's what he looks like. And he smacks things. He does okay damage too, at least for now. He won't be doing very much later. But yeah, he grants us extra life regen, and I feel like at this point, like our damage is nice enough. Getting an extra like 1% crit or whatever isn't going to be that big of a deal. What's this item? Okay. But we can do it. Oh wait, I want to show you guys what multi-strike does. This is one of my favorite things. So instead of what are we doing? LE damage. Multi-strike makes us hit. Well, makes us hit it multiple times. We deal less damage with it, but it's technically striking super fast, and it makes the game feel better because it makes you feel like you're attacking way faster. And when you use this move called Flicker Strike, which we actually can maybe hop into very soon. I actually want to hop into it ASAP, as I don't plan to do this. This is not like the whole gameplay of this build is not just do this, smack things, but it's just that like that's just how we're gonna be leveling up. That craft recipe.
The corrupt shall fall.
Okay. So we're getting okay XP. This little like a watchtower should be over here to my left. There we go. Where's the button? There it is. We'll go to Oriath. We're not in the next act yet. We still have to get there. which will be going through this. A nice little rubber band. Go ahead and throw that invulnerable to fire. There we go, he's dead. Then we're gonna go ahead and make it to the tower.
This is neither the time nor the...
For freedom.
Select a reward. I mentioned before, what do we need for it? Was cold lightning, right? Cold and lightning, yeah.
Hello.
So cold and lightning.
Remember.
We'll see if we get anything better than, like, we can get easily something. We should be able to get something better than like 1 to 4 fizz. This will grant us on ring extra energy shield, which we really can't make use of. This one, extra damage to attacks. I would prefer that. Well, actually, never mind. This is already it already rolled a rare. So we're getting some extra damage to attacks. We got mana on kill. Okay. We cannot use this on things that are not a normal item, which would be the white item. I could do it on this. Oh, never mind. That was already a yellow item as well. All right. I guess we picked up some of these. This one over here, if it had like life, like I'd want it, but it doesn't have life. This one over here is not too bad actually. It just, I wish it, instead of it being physical, it was fire damage, and instead of mana it was health, but unfortunately it just didn't roll what I wanted. So we should go ahead and get rid of these. You can actually get, if you get rid of a bunch of unique rings, you can do something too, but that's something that we'll save for later down the line. But anyways, now that we're in the next act, which is Act 5, we'll go ahead and resume next time. Anyways, hopefully you guys are enjoying our Path of Exile full walkthrough playthrough. I'm still really enjoying this game. I play it like all the time, but like when you don't play it for a while and you come back to it, it is really nice. Because there is that RNG chance that you might get something. And I might go do some of these like off stream, as they're kind of like redundant for like the walkthrough. So I'm just going to do these to see kind of what, you know, they have, and if we get something cool, I'll mention what we get that is kind of cool. But anyways, I'll catch you next one. Peace when we resume on Act 5.